Cheers! This is another newest episode of LH Crypto Fortnite Analytics. So again, the brief overview of what had happened on the market in the past 2 weeks and what's going on and what to pay attention on the next two. So in today's episode, the new fraud in cryptocurrency, this time originating from Brazil. So what happens with crypto in view of what happens in the general market with stocks, forex and so on and so forth. How the newly commenced meetings of European Central Bank and Federal Reserve influenced market situation globally. An overview of our past stocks favorites and how they managed to gain profit, possibly yours too, and of course the economic calendar. So let's go. So news came on Monday that Brazilian Federal Police seems to be a brother of FBI but originating from Brazil, arrested several members of Bitcoin Banco Group. First and foremost, their president Claudio Oliveira, known under the infamous and of course silly nickname the Bitcoin King. A company, or better to say their management, is charged for fraud and stealing cryptocurrency from over 7,000 local investors worth 300 million. In the end of 2019, they decided to went bankrupt and said that all the funds are gone, and so their arrest came as a result of more than 3 years old investigation. This indicates that, especially after the fraud of South African company, that you should not trust the one-day crypto brokers and carefully check their history. Comparing to LH Crypto, which team is present in the market for more than 17 years already, since 2004. These are just a group of amateurs. So meanwhile, our colleagues from Goldman Sachs think that the possibility that the world's second largest cryptocurrency, Ethereum, could in short run overthrow Bitcoin is the major one, and this possibility is high. In their note to clients on Tuesday, Bank Analytics said that total market cap of Ethereum might surpass that of Bitcoin in just a counted years, if not in a year at all, and that Ethereum currently looks like the cryptocurrency with the highest real use potential, especially in the view of most popular development platform for smart contract application. This exact point seems to be the main competitive advantage of Ethereum, which will soon provide its dominance. Since the beginning of the year, Bitcoin grew by 261%, while Ethereum gained the whole 856%. But currently, both cryptocurrencies suffer the local pessimistic mood on the market and disappointment with the growth perspective, so that Bitcoin is fluctuating around 32,500 per one Bitcoin, which is closely to its January lows, and Ethereum is far down below its 4,500 per one coin, which it reached recently, and now it costs about 2,100, which is close to its April levels. All cryptocurrencies has fallen by 5 or 10% in these couple of days daily, because, as I said, market experienced huge disappointment with the perspective of economic growth. But why is that? So let's turn to the real market. Well, pessimistic moods on the market caused the global fall of stocks and everything this Thursday, tracking a slump in Asia's stocks amid a widening crackdown of the tech sector since China moved to rein the tech giants and threatening them with enforced control. Uncertainty is also fueled with the doomed perspective of recovery from COVID-19, which Delta version is spreading all across major developed countries, including US, and is now gaining and conquering the minds of not only doctors but politicians and bankers as well. Also, US Federal Reserve minutes announced recently signaled that plans to wrap the stimulus program are close, although no immediate plans were announced firmly and directly. European Central Bank announced that firm approach to reach and target the 2% inflation, not less, not more, but exactly 2%. Situation on oil market adds to the disappointments since last OPEC Plus meeting resulted in no agreement at all, considering the prolonged of the previous agreement for production cuts, not to mention that it ended in total disagreement. Suddenly, United Arab Emirates stood and took floor as in opposition to Saudi Arabia and Russia's position against the planned rise of oil production by 400,000 barrels daily, saying that they are not actually satisfied with their base calculations, which influences the share of cuts they must provide. Arab Emirates would like to rise their base by the whole 700 barrels, gaining additional profits to their budget, of course. Surprisingly, the disagreement resulted not in the rise of prices. It became clear that no agreement is visible in the nearest days or weeks. Oil prices experienced one of the sharpest drops in 6 months by the whole $6. As for the stocks, we used to mention once or even twice that Nvidia and Amazon are the good points, good stocks for your long-term investments, and so both made really positive results last week. Amazon grew by the whole 5% after the news that they are, whatever it happened, going to participate in the Pentagon's contract for cloud calculations, which is worth 10 billion USD, along with Microsoft. So they just had a short dispute about that, but still they will gain a share in the contract. As for Nvidia, they finally got an agreement with their competitors for the purchase of ARM Holdings, and that brought the Nvidia prices by the whole 23% in a month, June. So analysts expect that soon Nvidia, well, by the year 2025, will become a leader in cloud calculations with more than 30 billion yearly profit from this sort of business. Not to mention that the report added to the good news, saying that the income grew by the whole 84% year over year to 5.66 billion USD. All this indicates that Nvidia is really a prospective company, and just think of it. And last economic calendar. Tuesday, July 13th, we'll see the Chinese trade balance and core CPI in June for China as well as API weekly crude oil stocks, which are still expected to drop, but not that sharp as last time by the whole 8 million barrels. Wednesday, July 14th, we'll see the PPI in June in the United States and CPI yearly, year over year in Great Britain. Thursday, July 15th, we'll see industrial production in June and quarter GDP in China, as well as Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index for July as well. Friday, core retail sales in June, which are expected to drop a little bit, but not as much as they did last time by the whole 0.7%, and retail sales all in United States. So enough for today. Have the best of your weekends, and next couple of days take all possible precautions and try not to catch another virus. So may the profit be with you. Bye.